Welcome to the Coalition of Scrubs, and yes, that was all of our collective natural voices singing.
Hey, what's up guys, Dank Prime here, coming at you with a brand new video here on the Coalition of Scrubs. This week, I'm bringing you the anime deck showcase for Duke Devlin. Duke Devlin is a very underrated character in that his deck revolves around a really underexplored mechanic, which is the gamble mechanic in Yu-Gi-Oh! So to get us started off, we're going to get into his version of the deck profile, brought to you by a lovely creator on YugiohProDeck.com. Then we can get into some lovely replays for my version of the deck and what I did to update the deck. Alright, so to start us off, this is the deck that he went with, the creator on YugiohProDeck.com. This is exactly what they submitted. I have the credits, we'll be crediting them in a second. So to start us off, we have a huge suite of normal monsters that really don't do anything. You got some level 5s, you got Battle Locks, you have your tank T-34, one of the Fiend monsters that showed up in the actual anime itself. You got Gradius, some evil zombies, some evil fiends, and then you have your iconic characters like Buster Blader or Goth the Relentless, a couple iconic dice cards like Roulette Wheel, or Roulette Barrel I think actually, and then Snipe Hunter, and some other odds and ends that really are supposed to help the deck, you know, push forward and have fun while gambling like an idiot. Alright guys, so before we get into my version of the deck, I just wanted to say huge thanks to Trevin on YugiohProDeck.com for giving me the idea for this deck and allowing me to base, or they didn't really necessarily allow me to base it, but I'm taking their version of the deck into account more or less compared to other submissions, just because I think theirs is more TCG related and it's just kind of easier to base my changes off of. Let's get into my deck profile and then we'll hop into the replays. Alright guys, here we are at my version of the deck profile. So to start us off, we have 3 Orgoth the Relentless, 3 Vanity's Fiend, 2 Maximum 6, which was one of the cards shown in the profile previously, 1 Dice Clops, which is also shown in the profile, 1 Strike Ninja, again, same thing as before, 2 Snipe Hunter, because he's very funny removal, Roulette Barrel, who actually comes in clutch in one of the replays. Then we have 1 Dice Jar with 1 Morphing Jar. Dice Jar is realistically just for some RNG fun. You either win or lose to him. There's no in between. Morphing Jar, empty jar as a deck. This is just a funny way to really mess with the opponent's hand and maybe draw me some extra cards. We have 2 Summon Dice. Pay 1,000, roll a 6-sided die and apply the result. You can either immediately after its effect resolves, normal summon a monster, special summon one monster from your graveyard, or special summon a level 5 or higher monster from your hand. So this card either gives us access to one of the cards in our graveyard, can either net us an extra set or normal summon for a rank 4, or can get out Orgoth the Relentless, way easier than what most other decks can do. Then we have 3 Pot of Extravagance. It's pretty self-explanatory. You banish 3 to 6 cards and draw 1 or 2 cards depending on the number you banished. Then 3 Star Blast. This is this way you can get into Orgoth the Relentless or Vanity's Fiend a lot easier. So you pay multiple, you reveal a level 5 or higher monster in your hand. Then you can pay 500 life points to then lower that monster's level by the amount of 500 life points you paid. So like for instance, Orgoth the Relentless, for instance, I can turn him into a level 4 for a free normal summon by paying 1,500 life points, because I'm removing 3 levels, making him a level 4. Anyway, onward. We have the 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dice Foon, just for some really funny spell and trap removal until we roll a 1 or 6 and get smacked. But anyway, Graceful Dice, it's a dice card. 2 Dice Try Again. This card's very interesting where you can roll a 6-sided die. If you roll a 1 or 6, you can add 1 card that specifically lists a die roll effect on it from your deck to your hand. Or, if you roll a 1 or 6, you can return this card to your hand afterwards. Then, 2, 3, 4, or 5, plate this card on the bottom of the deck. It's a very interesting card, and I love to get this effect to resolve correctly. Then we run 3 Dragonoid Generator. This is just extra token generation for free tribute summons like maximum 6 or Vanity's Fiend. Sometimes you'll use it to get an Orgoth, but I pretty much use it just because it's a Monarch staple. 1 Dangerous Machine type 6, just to keep to the whole anime theme. I wanted to just kind of have an unknown element to the deck, and this seemed like a really fun, stupid idea at the time. 1 Skull Dice, because it's Skull Dice. It did actually come in clutch in one of the games, funny enough. Then 3 Bottomless Trap Hole, 2 Mirror Force, and 1 That 6. So that 6 can actually... It pretty much lets you choose a die roll. You can either make it a 1 or a 6, depending on if it's the correct, number in line. So let's say if you roll a 3, you can treat it as a 6, or if you roll a 4 or 6, you can treat it as a 1. Anyway, off to the extra deck. I have an extra deck of nothing but Ring Force. Crazy Box, because he's funny. 3 Zeus, 3 Time Thief Redo, 3 number 41, 2 Castel, and 2 Abyss Dweller. That's all this deck is just a whole bunch of stupid fun. It's kind of Vanity's Ruler or bust, though. If you don't see Vanity's Fiend, I mean. If you don't see Vanity's Fiend, it kind of just dies. Otherwise, because then the opponent can outplay you and can just out-resource your main gameplay. Alright guys, let's get you off to the replay. Off to the replay is in all of the extra fun stuff. Alright guys, here we are at the first replay. I am testing against... Oh, apparently Fire Fist Zodiac. I thought it was pure Zodiac. Alright, let's get started. So they are gonna, I believe, go first. So let's start off with Desires, top deck, Upstart, into... Looks like, yeah, Thoroughblade effect. Draw 1, go into Trident, and... Extrav, get Ashed. Normal summon Snipe Hunter, they'll Trident, pop it. And then we'll just pass, because I don't feel like fucking wasting my time putting out something onto the board. Well, our opponent will go into Daigusto Emerald off of 2 normal summons, pretty much. Shuffle back some cards, make some more Zoo plays. Then bring back Trident, go into Infinite Track, and then set 1 and pass. We'll take 4K, and we will draw. We draw beautifully, set 2 cards and pass. Our opponent will then steal our trap, put it underneath Trident, use Trident's effect, realize they can't destroy our monster, and then pop Trident. Flip tail, go into Hammer Kong, go into Chalkanine effect, bring back the Trident. Then go into Tiger Mortar, equip 2 Trident, the Bunny Blast. And then swing into our our jar of the boy. And we will draw 5. And they'll make Zeus and pass. And we will try to do something. Do nothing. Use Summon Dice, summon Roulette Barrel, they'll pop the Roulette Barrel, and that's it. And that's game. Alright, so in that last replay, you guys got to see what happens if we don't see Vanity's Ruler, or a way to summon Vanity's Ruler. Or Vanity's Fiend, I should say. This is what happens when we go first and are actually able to set up a good board against a deck that has a hard time outing said Vanity's Fiend. So, let's hit the start button and go. So, we're going to start off with activating Extravagance, banishing 6 to top deck, a Mirror Force, and an extra Vanity's Fiend. We'll activate the Dice Try again, just for shits. Activate Dragoons, normal summon the boy, and pass. They'll Extrav, we'll Dice Try again, just for shits. It'll add itself back to our hand. They'll draw 2, and pass, because they cannot normal summon. They have no normal summon monsters. We'll swing once, twice. We'll set 1 card, and then on main phase, on their turn, they will activate evenly matched. We'll activate Dice Try again. Dice Try will bounce back to our hand, making it this way we only have to banish 3. We will leave the Vanity's Fiend, and that'll be that. They will search a card and pass. We will normal summon and swing for exact game. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, the Coalition of Scrubs, and to our channel, Team Chaos Stream. Also, definitely check out all of the other Coalition members in the description below. Thanks so much for watching and have a beautiful day. Peace, guys.